welcome to a new stream here on Access the Animus. My name is Marco and I'm joined once again by our lovely Sary. And today we are here to show and showcase and play and review the new DLC, the newly released DLC, Claws of Awaji for Assassin's Creed Shadows. So today it's gonna be a packed stream. We'll see how long we're gonna go. All right. So yes, thanks to Ubisoft, we were able to actually try the DLC a little early, like in early access, and we have been playing it for a few days, really. I think I 100%ed it yesterday or so, around 20 hours, but I'm very slow at playing. Hello, Camila, welcome to the stream. So we are actually I'm gonna try and review the whole DLC, but before we actually go into Claws of Awaji, there is today can we shift to daytime, please? It's by up. It doesn't shift to daytime. Maybe we have to upgrade the thingy. Anyway, there's a new quest that was released today. It's called, I think, the Bowmaster or something. That is actually free for everybody, and that basically is there to allow everybody to get to play with the bow new weapon type that was introduced. That is introduced with DLC and is also available to everybody after playing this Bow Master Quest that I still have to play, so this is going to be new for us as well. In case you did not know, there are also there's going to be probably even more bow weapons that's going to be released through time, I think, to everybody as well, but there's a lot more in the DLC, obviously. If you pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Shadows back in March, the DLC is free for everybody, while otherwise it's retailing at $25, which I believe is a little bit too much considering the content that is available. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the story. I think it did hit all the marks that it had to hit, but to me in a quite a superficial way, apart from maybe the relationship between Naoe and Tsuyu. Are you looking for the...
I'm waiting for you.
Ah, okay. Sarah's waiting for me. Okay, so we can actually try and go for the Bowmaster quest. So it's not that one. It should be the other one. Can you check on the map, maybe? Because that one should be the start of the DLC. It's that one. Go with the bow, not the Bowmaster. Okay, so let's go and try that. Camila, have you actually tried the Go with the Bow quest? Have you tried the? Are you gonna play the DLC? I think it's an interesting one because it does provide a new area in the map, and I think it's really the DLC itself is a lot more of Shadows in both its good and bad elements. I think it word-wise it's really nice, it's really good to look at. There are a lot of interesting elements. Oh, it starts with Junjiro. Okay. It's interesting because both the quest and the DLC start with Junjiro wanted to see something. I didn't play the game yet. Oh, okay. I hope this is not going to be too much of a spoiler. We're gonna try and not spoil the story too much. I'm gonna when reviewing the DLC, I'm gonna try and, you know, go basic, but try to convey how I feel about it. Because, like I mentioned earlier, it does hit. Hello, Scott. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. It's going pretty well. Actually, as usual, at the end of the day, we're kind of tired, but we really wanted to do this. We really wanted to discuss the game with you guys, the DLC as well. I've been playing it for around 20 hours ish to complete it. It's it's quite tough to describe, honestly. Like I said, it's like more of Shadows. Shadows is so good in its world building and its gameplay is really top notch, and I feel like it is an improvement on that. In Claws of Awaji, even the quests and also the bosses are quite interesting to play. Whereas story-wise, the same issues, at least for fans, that the original game has, are still there for the DLC as well. Oh. No mirror, no lesson. No lesson, no weapon. I live for the spoiler since I won't be able to play it anytime soon. Okay, very well. Okay. It's proven that spoilers can increase the experience in German. Is it proven? Is there like a scientific paper? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Scientists sometimes can like have a tendency to have like weird papers that eventually are able to prove something that you wouldn't expect. Okay, so we're gonna have to find this bowmaster. He was to give a lecture in Setsu. Okay. Okay, I think we can directly go there. Oh, hello, Brock. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. One of our HTA initiates and insiders. Thank you so much for your support. There goes our hope for at least a compelling story. I wouldn't say it's bad, but depending on what you're looking for the story, because in Assassin's Creed Shadows, like the game is really grounded in history. There's no Isu stuff. There's no fantasy or sci-fi element to it. Even the MacGuffins in Shadows, the regalia, they are all grounded, or you kind of really see what they are. Kind of like the real ones, basically. And the same goes here. Like one of the MacGuffins of the story in here is the third regalia, because at the end of Shadows, let's say the Naoe and Hattori Hanzo have been able to obtain 2 or the 3 regalia, which are basically these historical treasures of Japan. They actually exist in the real world, and they have been passed on from emperor to emperor, and sometimes they got lost and then they were found again, and they are in these boxes, and they were never actually shown publicly. So there are reconstructions about these 3 objects, which are a jewel, a sword, and a mirror. And basically they are more like symbols. Like having both of like the 3 of them makes somebody like a proper ruler and unifier of Japan, basically. So within Shadows, the Shinbaku and the Templars are trying to get those in order to be legitimated to have a grip and control on Japan. And what the assassins or remnants of the assassins are doing in Shadows is like trying to protect those, and that's what Tsuyu was trying to do along with Nagato and Momochi Sandayu, etc. And basically at the end of Shadows, we had like Naoe and Hattori Hanzo had 2 of the 3 regalia, while the third one was sort of like lost, and Tsuyu had gone to find it, basically, to sum it really, really strictly. And basically, this is what we're gonna do in the DLC. We're gonna go to this island in front of Osaka, the Awaji Island. And, well, this is public, so I'm not spoiling it too much, but we're gonna go and look for Tsuyu and look for the third regalia, that is the sword, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not gonna spoil too much, but while we are actually going to try and find Tsuyu and save her and confront the villain that captured her, let's put it like very vaguely here. Tsuyu is representing the hidden ones, the assassins, and the villain is representing the Templars. But both of them, and Naoe and Hattori Hanzo, they never really go into what an assassin is, what a Templar is, the long-lasting conflict, what they stand for. It's more... it feels like the story is more about Naoe trying to reconcile herself with her mother, and the same vice versa. Tsuyu has to come to terms with her being imprisoned for so many years. Like, she's not as young as she was. She's like, Naoe is the new force, right? And they have to come to terms with that. And there's like a new Templar villain, but even this Templar villain, like many of the Shinbaku in Shadows, is very much oriented towards themselves and not towards the Templar cause. And it's not really something that I really wanted to see a little bit more, like, why are the Templars trying to get the regalia, what they're trying to do with that, why are the Japanese affiliated with the Templars trying to get the regalia for the actual Templars from abroad. So that's really not in the DLC. And also neither Naoe nor Tsuyu nor Hattori Hanzo are really about the assassin philosophy. Assassins are mentioned, but they are mostly name dropped. So feels like the Assassins and Templars themes are really superficial, like name dropping. You can see the crosses on the outfits of the characters, but I feel like it stops there. So yeah. Study but can't recall when or where. AC lore fans trying to grasp at dust. Yeah. Yeah. It feels like a story that doesn't need an analysis of sorts. Like, it's really, direct, plain. Eventually, you're gonna have to face the main Templar villain, and then you're gonna do something, and then you're gonna do something with the regalia, but it's nothing, no secret. It more like Claws of Awaji is wrapping up the story from Shadows. It's like feels like a proper, not proper, like feels like a complete ending of what Shadows represented as a main game. But even the ending of Claws of Awaji ends on a okay note, but it's not, it's not a climax. It's not, well, there is a climax with the fight with the villain, but after that it's pretty much completing a sort of quest that was given to the assassins by the Emperor when the Emperor gave the assassins the regalia. But yeah. It's really direct as a story, so I'm not sure, there's nothing to analyze. So it's like the characters are doing this, then they're doing this, and then they're doing this. There's no secret, there's no complex situation. I would say maybe the main story in Shadows might deserve a little bit of an analysis to follow what the assassins and Templars have been doing in Japan. But really, I don't know. It feels like modern day might be a better suitable candidate for analysis at this point. So maybe we'll have to wait for another last chapter to wrap it all. No, I feel looking at the story, I can't see like Claws of Awaji wraps it up. It wraps most of the story threads of Shadows up. So there's at the end there's not gonna be much business with the regalia anymore. There's an ending to Tsuyu and Naoe. There's not really an ending to Yasuke against the Templars, but that continues on in a way. But yeah, it doesn't seem like the story. There's no cliffhanger at the end, so which it's nice for a change in Assassin's Creed, not having a cliffhanger at the end. So in a way, that's okay. That's nice. But other than that, I don't know. I am not. It wraps it up in an okay way without delving too much into Templars and Assassins, which I really didn't enjoy. But other than that, did you find all the armor sets yet? If you need the location for hidden, no, I did get the hidden Kusarigama. That was actually quite interesting. Like that's sort of like a secret-ish. So basically, we'll see it later. But once you get to a certain point in the story of the DLC, like Skatha is mentioning, you are going to organically find documents that point at, let's call them treasures or weapons or outfits that belong to the main antagonists. And basically you find about their locations through documents. But these documents, I think they're not specifically to be found in specific locations. But as you go on and, defeat guards, etc., you just find them organically. So at some point you're going to find these documents. And they're going to tell you, I left or my sister left that secret weapon in that area, and then you have to find it following some clues. That was quite okay. That was quite nice, actually, especially the Kusarigama that Skatha is mentioning, because it's basically you have to go into into some woods and then following the direction based on how some of the trees are bent to simulate like a direction. That's quite cool. Oh. There's a chest here. Legendary trinket, but it's not the bow yet. This quest is quite going on. I would expect it to be like 5 minutes. You got lost? Okay. Oh, you found it by accident. Sary and I spent like half an hour trying to find the actual location. But yeah. As for the outfit, I don't remember which the clues were, but I think I got all the outfits. Oh, you have jewelry then. Okay. Yeah, it was really nice. Like finding clues without being pointed towards is was quite interesting. Paint a landscape. Can you trying to I see, you need to that's R2. Try again. I think this is a teaser to one of these new side activities that is introduced with Claws of Awaji. In there, instead of having sumie about animals, you're gonna find landscapes, and you can paint them and bring the sumie painting back to Junjiro, which is quite interesting. And some of the paintings you actually are able to do after following a parkour trail. So, is that completed? Oh, there's another one. Oh man, this is gonna be long. Very nice feature. Also, the side-scrolling thing was nice, but combat, well, to me, it was okay. Um, you really have to synchronize basically and be able to read the moves of the enemies. I really enjoyed the 2D side scrolling. I hope we can show it later. It's quite nice. It was quite surprising. Like when I got to play, I was like, "What? Are we having a 2D scrolling moment?" We're actually showing it a little later after we're done with the quest, which is basically following our side character. Are we still searching for the master to get the bow? He could give us the bow.
This is the master.
Oh, this is the master, so you found him. And now you have to
He wants to
help
paint
him.
before going back.
He wants to paint? You just painted. He wants to paint more, I guess.
Why are you asking me?
Hmm?
You ask him, I'm not the one.
Should I ask the master? Like some of them went down after 4 full combos. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, that wasn't... oh, man, there's so many. Come on, Sary, come on, Sary. We don't want to see a high Sary like that. Come on, Sary, come on, come on. It could have been more cinematic. The ending is quite cinematic. Like, the ending of the 2D part is quite cinematic. Come on, Sary. There we go. This side-scroll gameplay seems really cool. Okay, yes. Once we're done here, we're gonna go straight for the DLC, and it's right at the start. Skata, you actually found it not refined in terms of combat? I didn't find it either good or bad. Like, it was quite okay. Come on, Sary. You can try and use the abilities. Careful. Come on, Sary. What's with... Oh, hello, username. What's with the dip in quality and screen tearing when the combat begins? You see it that much? We're trying to play with, like, ultra high. I'm not sure if it's our system, because it's not supposed to happen. But yeah, maybe a little bit. But I think that's on the machine, not on the game. It was bad, like main game, but combat tuned down by 1,000. Oh damn, that much? There we go. Good job, Sary.
What's he doing?
Oh, he's trying to go for the painting. Did he? What happened to him? Oh, so you left him behind?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is this the actual road for Ginger? Oh, you're going up the mountain. Okay. So yes, once we're done with the quest, we're gonna actually show you the start of the DLC, and it's really interesting because the introduction to the story is done through this 2D sequence, and the way it is conveyed, it's quite cool. The story that it tries to tell. So we're back to where everything started, Makino Dera Temple, where we found Junjiro for the first time. Okay. No deal breaking, but something to work on for the future. Hello, Zephyris! Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. We're actually, early on in the stream, we're trying the Go with the Bow quest. Actually, I haven't tried it yet, so I'm actually watching with you guys the quest, because I've never even seen it. Let us see what he can do. Oh, this is dragging, though. Like, we have been playing it for, like, what, already? I don't see the timing, but it's... Oh, it's yeah, 25 minutes already, man. Okay. So Zephyrus, I would imagine you have played the DLC already. I haven't seen all your posts today yet, but I would imagine you have played the DLC and finished it already. Uh, how do you find it? Because like gameplay wise, I enjoyed it a lot. The world is quite unique as well, or like interesting to look at. Story. Oh, hello, Arshak. Welcome to the stream. Username: I've held off buying Shadows, have bought every single game prior, but can't justify Ubisoft's anti-customer policies, changes, and statements. Well, honestly, with Shadows, yeah, I mean, the campaign for Shadows was but the game itself is really, really nice. Like the world is so pretty, the gameplay is really nice, the stealth sequences are something you've never seen in AC, like something I find myself, even like so many months after release, I find myself going back to Shadows, which is something that never happened with other games to me. Once I completed the life cycle of the game. So yeah, I really enjoy Shadows gameplay wise. Story wise, yeah, but yeah, and the same goes for the DLC. Basically, my judgment on the game transfers to the DLC as well. Like, the only difference is that in Claws of Awaji, the cities are more dense in their verticality and how buildings are close to each other, so you can do a little bit of parkour, while in the main game you couldn't really do that. Oh, so we have our bow. So are you actually gonna hit students with your bow?
So it seems.
Let's hit them. So yeah, let me know in the chat, like if you guys have played already the DLC without spoiling it too much. Let me know what you felt like. What are your opinions about the DLC? That's cool to hear. Can't say that the story makes me want to play it much. Yeah, I don't want to influence you in a bad way. Like, the historical story is there. There is a conspiracy. The intro to the game is one of the darkest I've seen in AC. Not necessarily in terms of themes. That's probably what Hexa is going to be about, but in terms of what happens and how the drama that happens at the start of Shadows is something you don't see that much in a prequel in an introduction to an AC game. Usually they are more happy-go-lucky, or usually they are more like, okay, I did this prologue and now the open world, like my adventure awaits. And for Shadows, it's really not like that. Like, for Shadows at the start with the prologue, Naoe finds herself alone with no allies, nothing, and it's super grim at the start, and then you have to build your league and whatnot. So, like the personal story of Naoe and Yasuke is quite interesting in itself. It's not necessarily, it doesn't delve that much into themes and topics that fans would like to see, and the Assassins and Templars are relegated to the side or to the epilogues mostly. They are part of the main path, but not in a predominant way. Surely it's not something like Mirage. Like in Mirage, the assassin themes are there from the start to the end. There's no time or quest where you're not playing as an assassin for the assassins against the Templars and whatnot. But in Shadows, it's not like that, and the same goes, in my opinion, in Claws of Awaji. You are doing stuff for the assassins, or rather against the Templars, yes, but you don't feel it, if that makes sense. Marco, how did you like the intro? The intro, I love the intro of the DLC. Like the the 2D elements. Once Sary is done with the introductory quest, we're gonna do that. The intro was so friggin' good. Was so happy to see it and play it, and it looks so nice as well. Like, it's like Chronicles China but on steroids. It's so nice. And I didn't find as many issues as Skata did find with his gameplay issues, and with the combat issues especially. Skata, overall I felt it was better, even though there was and still are two pretty huge bugs for me. Can finish the fight with the warrior in the shipyard. I did. And actually, for a moment I thought that the warrior in the shipyard was an Easter egg to Rorono Azzoro from One Piece, because he has a bandana, he has like 2 to 3 swords, etc. But it's just me, probably, because there's nothing that he says or does that is the hints at One Piece. So it was just me, basically. There is, though, I'm pretty sure you guys who have played the DLC, there is a very direct reference to the Cult of Cosmos towards the end of the DLC. And not just to the Cult of Cosmos, but to a very peculiar event that involved the Cult of Cosmos. And it's very much the same. It's really, really the same in some regard, which was quite nice. Glad you're enjoying it. The last one I really enjoyed was Mirage. Still find myself revisiting the Etsy collection, Black Flag and 3. So I guess that if the AC4 remake actually turns out to be true, as pretty much everybody is saying, I guess you're looking forward to that username, I would imagine. Like everybody else is. So hopefully, fingers crossed. They developed more on it from Chronicles. Yeah, definitely. Like, and considering that this is like a side project to the DLC, while Chronicles, what is happening? There are even more guys to hit. Oh my god! How long is this quest? But yeah, like it's even. I really want to see the what's it called, the 2D quest. I hope we're done with the quest soon. The gameplay and combat are good. I enjoyed using the bow weapon along with all the finishers. Same. Honestly, I agree, Zephyrus. I found myself playing with the bow a lot, trying all the different quests, all the different abilities and finishers. And the bow is quite peculiar as a weapon, because you can have multiple types of attacks with a single weapon, which is quite interesting. And it does fit different play styles, which is also really nice. Warrior in the shipyard, Skata. Who? I think it's the guy that you find inside the ship that is in construction in the southeast. I believe that the town is called Yura. And you have to go inside the ship, and then you have like a super long fight between Yasuke and this warrior. Hello Yara, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I will look forward to it, but Yubi have left a sour taste in my mouth. Yeah, I can see that they did that with a lot of players. I think that with Shadows they gained back a number of fans, I would say, but now, yeah, Ubisoft has tarnished its name a little bit in the last few years, so it's a long way. I know fans are looking forward to some upcoming or rumored projects like Hexe or the Black Flag remake, so I hope they can claw back to where they were in people's minds, even though it's going to take a long time, a very, very long time. tied to an achievement. Don't want to spoil it that. So are we done? Have we killed everybody so that we can move on? So we're trying to lose them in the woods. Yeah, I wasn't very good at that. I'm excited for the Mirage DLC. Same. Definitely same. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Because I don't expect the Mirage DLC to be tied to the Animus Hub. Because Mirage was not. I wouldn't expect them to change the architecture of Mirage just for a DLC. I would hope so. Because if they tie the DLC to the Animus Hub, we might also have, you know, the battle passes and modern day tied to potentially to the DLC, to the Mirage DLC. But I would expect that to happen with upcoming projects and not the DLC for Mirage. But still, I can't wait to see the DLC for Mirage. And I wonder what they're gonna do with it, because it would be another in-between story about Basim. Are they actually going to also have like a modern day to tie Basim's story up? I don't know, like modern day Basim going back into his own story? I don't know. And then, I don't know, finding a way to survive up until the new modern day? Who knows? Who knows? That's gonna be quite interesting to see. I'm personally really looking forward to Hexe. I'm kind of worried about the rumored magic powers, but I trust Darby. Yeah, I wouldn't... There we go. Oh, so we also get a new outfit. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. Right, so now we can go back to our settlement and definitely start the DLC. So we can actually show you the... a little bit of the 2D part, and then maybe we can fast forward a little bit, because you can see the technology where I have all my notes of the things that I want to show you guys. There was within the DLC there's also a Bowmaster tutorial. We did the quest, so we're not gonna go into that, but yes. Yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't be too worried, honestly, because, yes, there have been, AC stories that were also written by Darby that leaned into what you saw as magic, but really wasn't. The thing is, in my opinion, like for example, the mythological veil in Valhalla, I think that the devs need to strike a proper balance, because the mythological stuff in Valhalla was too much in your face. Like, you were talking with blue giants, and even if you know that they weren't really blue giants, you spent tens of hours with the blue giants. So what stayed with you was that. It wasn't that they were a representation of the Isu and of Juno and Minerva and whatnot. Like, they were two blue giants, and the same went for all the other characters. The story itself was really nice, but what stayed with you were, all the Asgardian gods and whatnot. So, feels like the consumers are assassins and we are the capitalistic Templars. I mean, they played a little bit with that with AC4, with the modern day of AC4. So we have to go to Nakayama Park. It's in Setsu. If you zoom in, you can see the regions. You're outside of... where is it? I remember it was quite easy to find. It's not quite easy to find. Can we zoom out a little bit? Too much. I definitely don't remember where it was. Nakayama Peak is there, so you can scout there. With there we go, an X. There we go. Oh, Scath is going. Okay, Thank you so much. Survive the work, says Camila. Modern day Basim having some appearance tied with the DLC would be awesome. Yeah, I think that's a proper occasion if the devs really want to wrap up his story. And at this point, because the modern day story is set in the future, it has different characters. Either they have Basim survive tens and hundreds of years, or they can just, wrap his story up with the DLC. So at least we can have a proper closure for Basim. I believe he's beloved enough to deserve one. More than other characters, I would say. No one is gonna. This one is gonna be interesting. Yesterday was awake plus 24 hours. I was close to that, honestly, preparing the videos for today. But yes, here we are next to Nishinomiya Shrine, and we're actually going to participate in a puppet show. So this is how the 2D element to the DLC, the introduction, is actually added. So basically, even here, Junjiro wants us to see something, and then we go to we follow him, and then we can actually go to the puppet show. You can explore with L2, find some information, some blue dots. That's for the codex, but there's some blue dots on the left, I think, and on the right as well. There we go. You have a lot of stuff, even there. There are some nice masks, I think. Oh, the Fox Spirit. Hello, Fishman. Welcome to Fishman Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Did they fix it on Steam yet? Because I can't even find the quest or the DLC. Yes, I did see a message on the Assassin's Creed Discord that they were working on a hotfix, because for some players the DLC is not available. I didn't know it was actually for Steam players. I hope they fixed it, or they're gonna fix it soon. Yeah, there should be something in the lake that you have to find for the lady, for the kiddo. It's that object there. Now it doesn't want to go in the lake. Phone's about to die. Oh, thank you so much for joining us, username. It was nice to see you. We'll still be here for a little bit. I really wanted to show you guys the introduction, introduction. We need to interact a little bit more with a few more items. There we go. We can skip. This is a letter about the prayers to, I think, the gods Ebisu and Izanagi, if I'm not mistaken, who are the deities that are praised in the Awaji Island. Mirage is getting DLC, yes. Mirage is getting DLC, a new DLC that is set in the Alula Oasis, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I didn't botch that. But yes, there's going to be a new map, a new story, new outfits that have been shown already for Basim. So yes, it's going to be quite interesting. A lot of fans are looking forward to that. That would be great, but I honestly don't expect too much from the Mirage DLC. Just new map, outfits, weapons, and some story to tie new targets. Yeah. You have to follow Junjiro, I think. Oh. Yeah, because eventually there's going to be a few people in front of the shrine, and you're gonna have to follow Junjiro, and then this is going to start. So there we go. Let's approach and watch the show and listen to the story that the puppet master is going to tell us. I would like to be wrong, but as an old school fan, I kind of know what not to expect. I agree with that, Yara. I feel like it's best to have lower expectations and then to be surprised than the opposite, for sure. Have you read the Black Flag stuff? Says Arshak. Oh, there we go. So basically, the introduction to the DLC is a puppet show in 2D. So we're basically controlling the characters, and the puppet master is telling the story. So we are actually following this so-called beautiful lady, and basically we always have to go forward. We can go back at some point. We will have to do that, and we're gonna control multiple characters, which is quite nice. And as you go on, as you can see, it's really like a lively village. The puppet master is telling the story. The puppet master is saying the island has called to this beautiful lady that is entering the island, and we'll see she's gonna meet somebody important. Yeah, I agree. I'm really glad that they didn't spoil this. This is an amazing surprise, I think, for all players. I have not seen rumors like today rumors. I haven't seen them yet. Because I've been out all day, so I haven't seen the most recent rumors about Black Flag. We can discuss them. I mean, there are rumors, so if you wanna, if Zephyrus, if he's still there, or Arshak, if you wanna mention them, feel free, so we can discuss that. And yes, we can see the beautiful lady going deeper in this village in the island of Awaji. We are seeing all the guards, and you can see the interactions are very much as in the main game, right? And it looks amazing, by the way. And she met the daimyo, the local daimyo. Oh, look at that. So cool. So really, it's so cool because this 2D section, 2.5D section, is also portrayed in a way that it looks like a puppet show. So it's not like Chronicles China, where it was actually like a toon version of the real world, right? So this is actually, it has like 2.5D characters within a puppet world. So it has multiple layers and it looks really, really nice. And as you can see, you shift characters. And if you have seen the promotional material on Claws of Awaji, you might already recognize this character. Let's see if Sary finds the issues that Skatha found in the combat sessions. Look at that. The blood is not actually blood because it's a puppet show. It takes from the Kabuki theater. Yes, very much so. Even the kind of music and the ambience, the feeling, the feel is really like the Kabuki theater. And it's also nice because they recreated the movesets from Naoe and Yasuke to the specific characters that you're controlling, which is really, really nice. So they didn't have to design new movesets, and it feels like immediately easy to do. Rumors say that the Black Flag remake won't have any modern day. Aha, interesting. Honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, I will surprise you guys in saying that I'm not too sure I would like to see now a modern day that is set 10 years ago. So I would prefer to see like a new modern day tied to the current story rather than revisiting and potentially remaking, so changing the actual established story from 2013. So if there's no original modern day, it wouldn't be too bad for me, provided there's a different kind of modern day. Like having no modern day, again, it wouldn't surprise me, but oh, look at that. You can also do the ground attack. I didn't know that. Okay. So, yeah, it really depends if the rumor is about no modern day at all or no original remade modern day. In that case, I would be okay with that. I wouldn't risk the modern day to be remade and contradict the original. So we'll see. Gameplay will be more like RPG combat style, and loot and gear stats for Edward. Man, okay, that's not something I'm looking forward to in a Black Flag remake. But we'll see. We'll see. It's rumors. We'll see. Well, it also depends on what you mean by RPG gameplay. Like, if it's not too in your face, if it's just like Mirage, it wouldn't be too bad. Like the RPG elements in Mirage were not at every step of the way, and that was okay to me, at least. Yeah, they made great work with this art. Yeah, I definitely agree. Do you? I guess, Camila, you enjoy this. You're enjoying this. And it's also interesting, like, if you can pay attention a little bit to the story, especially in the next phase after this. Because, like, the story up until now is about this beautiful lady getting to Awaji and then surprising the daimyo and falling in love with him. And then all the guards believe in her and whatnot. And with a heavy heart, the champion brought them low, all the enemies. And so he's portrayed as a hero. But then everything is shattered by the arrival of a wicked shinobi. Look at the image here. It's so good. And it is designed to see you running with the moon in the background. And it's a shinobi that performs the leap of faith. But she is portrayed in a negative way. So this is also an interesting... it's actually L1. Oh, there you go. And she's also able to use the rope dart. This is interesting. Like the perspective in this introduction is quite interesting. I'll let you, Camila, work it out for yourself. The spotlights you see from the characters, the background, the footstep, they make it so like coming from a stage. Yes. I love this bit so much. Map is not bigger, but island... Oh, this is for Black Flag. Map is not bigger, but island should have more activities and side content. I mean, I hope so, because it's a remake, so you would expect some new content as well. They are also supposed to add some cut content from 2013. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a lady, you know, oh, Camila. It's a lady, it's a shinobi, and she can perform... she can perform a leap of faith, and then she can also crawl in the ground. Look at this. This is so much better than Chronicles China, obviously. Look at that. Oh, you can't carry the bodies. But there's also the lighting thing from the stealth sessions in the main game. So if you're hidden, there's like you are incognito, you can see at the top of the screen, there's the indicator there. But if you end up under the light, you get, as you can see, you get spotted. There's a lamp there that, if I recall correctly, you can actually turn off. You can extinguish it. So that the guard cannot see you, which is quite amazing. Like, they also played with the stealth elements from the main game, which is quite amazing. Even original Black Flag had some RPG elements like levels for ships. Yeah, true. So I would expect that to happen for sure. The 2D section is mostly one way, so it's very linear. But you can also backtrack and go to locations that you might have not seen. So, for example, Sary went on the roofs, and then she could go back on the ground. But there's nothing to discover or items to find, because this is like an introduction story. And you might have gotten at this point who we're playing with, we're playing as. So, and look at this, it's so cool. I'm so glad that they didn't spoil this. Wow, that was cool. We're spotted? No, nice. Good job, Sary. Them remaking Chronicles to look like this would be cool, yes, but they wouldn't. I wouldn't expect them to do that. Also because the Chronicles games were not developed by Ubisoft themselves, but by an external studio whose name I'm forgetting at the moment. Obviously, well, Ubisoft has the rights and everything, but I wouldn't expect Ubisoft to remake the Chronicles games. They weren't really like successful games, the Chronicles games. Even if they are remembered by a lot of fans. Like the visual impact for those games was quite amazing, and the visual impact for this section is so friggin' cool, honestly. Let's see how Sary is going to face this section. You can actually hide in the casket-like object. I would love a new game like this. They made really good work with, yeah, definitely. And it's also not just like 5 minutes of things. Like it's a proper section, and you go from an environment to the other. Like you start as a character in a village that is illuminated by the sun, and look at this. It's you're not only in the foreground but also in the background, as it was with Chronicles China and the Chronicles games in general. You can go through windows, etc. You can choose different paths here, because now you can go on the ground, but you could also assassinate the guard and go on the roof. Careful when you climb up. When I played myself, I was definitely spotted there. Good job, Sary. You wanted to extinguish the the lamp, obviously. Would you prefer if they kept Edward's design to remake, or if they changed it? Oh, now that's a good question. I would expect them to remake it, because if it is a remake and not a remaster, I want to see, especially the main character, to be remade, but to be like the original on steroids. So yes, I would expect it to be remade, but for him to remind me of the original, like to not be so different from the original. I feel like remakes. Let's just focus on this, because there's a nice scene here. Okay, we could see it's kind of an old lady assassinating this guard, and there's a box there. So, Camila, at this point, you might have understood who this is, and the maiden had foreseen that the assassin lady was there to get the box, and so the lady, the beautiful lady, had all the guards attack her, and now it's on you, Sary. There's going to be a lot of guards here. I love how they portrayed the blood. I didn't notice on my first playthrough. With a hidden blade, yes. Yes. She's not just a shinobi, obviously. She is a lady that was, she is a shinobi that was going for the box, and that's the box of one of the regalia, the third regalia that was missing. And we know of a lady that was looking forward for the third regalia. We mentioned it earlier. So this is actually a prequel story to what we're going to experience. This is an introduction to what actually happened before the events of the DLC. And what is interesting here is that it's told not from the perspective of our assassin, but from the perspective of the villains, which is quite interesting. And it plays into the story, into the idea of fragmented memories, of different perspectives telling different stories, and things like that. So more guards. I think these should be the final ones. I sort of promise. Sorry, maybe. Careful! Whoa! Can you actually die in this section? Come on, Sary. Don't show us. Come on, Sary. Come on, Sary. Come on, Sary. You gained back some life, so you should be good. Hopefully. Are you finding any issues with combat? Sary is saying no, so I guess it was like an issue on Skathas. So the lady was able, the shinobi was able to get the box and flee. Look at all the guards that the beautiful lady had attack, and she's fleeing, and so the treasure shinobi was locked away. Look at the champion at the top right of the screen. The lady, that of course was Tsuyu, was, well, now I will find out about who the lady is, and of course she is going to be shocked that this story told by the puppet master is about her mother. And it's interesting to see the reaction by Junjiro. I love that. The interest for the stories, including the main game, are really well done, yes. Your mother is that horrible shinobi. I loved it when he said it. He's conflicted. Let's go to Awaji, so we can actually start the DLC. We actually saw the... Let's have a look at the intro to the DLC. Yeah. I think that the next thing I want to show you guys... well, we're going to see the intro, which is basically we're arriving to Awaji. And then we're going to fast forward to one of the boss battles. Because that we actually shared a video about today. So title screen, finally, after the introduction. Awaji is an island, so we are able to, use our boats to go around it. There was actually an area in the sea with some vortexes that I wanted to try and go with a boat in and see if they destroy it. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that today. But yes, so basically what you have to do here is get your boat, get on the ground, get to the ground, and we're going to find out that it's a very peculiar village with a lot of persecuted people that do not really want to talk to us because there's a... the main villain, who at this point you might understand is the beautiful lady from the intro. She has a tight grip on the population through her three main guardians, who are the three main bosses that we have to go through before getting to her. Black Flag Remake is using the same engine as Shadows. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. I hope so. If that is the case, and I wouldn't be surprised about that, because like a few years ago, in one of the, I think it was in one of the game developers conference conferences, they did mention that now they're using the same game engine pipeline, the Anvil pipeline, for all of their games. So now it's different from the past where they had to rebuild from scratch every game, other than maybe the Ezio games, etc., and Black Flag that was built out of AC3. But every time they had to have like a new iteration, and all the systems had to be rebuilt from scratch. Now, with the new pipeline, they actually can take features from different games and import them. Surely it's not as easy as I'm making it, but it should be easier for devs to take features from specific games and bring them. Oh, there are puppets. Let's buy them. I did buy them. And they are described as quest items, but I 100%ed it and I never used them. I wonder, maybe you can use them in your settlement. Yeah. But they are quest items. I have no idea. Maybe you can put them in the red puppet, blue puppet. So yes, if they're actually using Shadows' engine, I can imagine that on the water, on the ships, and on the towns. It's going to be amazing. See, you get to talk to the townsfolk, and they're going to push you back because they don't trust anybody after our main villain, who is called Kimura Yukari, if I'm not mistaken. And if you have played the main game, the Kimura surname should remind you of somebody. But if you haven't, it's one of the 4 Templars that you encounter. So yeah, I think that we can actually fast forward. And I would actually fast forward you. Or I can actually fast forward and show you. Okay, so this is like the tutorials, etc. Something that I wanted to show you is let's go to file 17, like subject 17. Or actually, let's go to file 15 first. I have mapped all my save files. So basically, at the start of the DLC, you're gonna have to follow the trail of the story, find Tsuyu, talk to her, see what is happening in the story, etc. This is one of the new outfits. You might have seen it in the promotional material. There is a different color set of this one, and there are other different outfits both for Naoe and Yasuke. There's a fisherman outfit for Yasuke, which is quite nice. So this is at the point of the story where after you do stuff with Tsuyu and eventually go after the regalia that Tsuyu had, but then it gets stolen. And so at this point, the DLC opens up in a way, like it allows you to pursue the 3 main targets. But all of the targets have their, let's say, lackeys of sorts, which are going to try and follow you and find you and ambush you. So as you can see, there's going to be Yasuhira is one of the main targets, and he has his spies, right? So the cool thing here is, can you close the text box? Select you should go in the objective tab and see if we can, can you go on the right? There we go. So Tomeji is like the big burly guy, and he's going to be, the main target for Yasuke. Basically, he's like a huge samurai. It's the champion in the story that we saw. And as for him, he has a number of champions scattered across the territory, and you can look for them, or they can find you if you cause ruckus enough with the guards. And basically, you can choose whether. So if you want to fight Tomeji, you can actually go directly to him and fight him, but he will have 10 of his champions, they are basically like mini bosses, attacking you all at the same time. So you can decide to kill them in the open world and have fewer of them in the final boss fight, or you can go head on and face them all. So this is what happens on Tomaji's side. Do we have any other objective that we can pursue? I don't think so. Because, oh yeah, we could... let's try and pursue Nowaki, which is the one on the right. Nowaki is one of the... Nowaki is one of the... is basically the ambusher. So she and her lackeys are going to prepare ambushes. But before, just a second, sorry. Yasuhira is the third target, and he's like a spy master. So when you're using your scouts, which is what we're gonna try and do now, when you're using your scouts, Yasuhira spies are gonna find your scouts, and then so let's try and use the scouts there in Yura. Didn't work. Scheiße. Let's go to the Kakurega in Yura, so we can replenish our scouts. If I'm not mistaken, when you use your scouts on an objective, the scouts by Yasuhira, the spies, are gonna find you. They're gonna design like a red circle on the map, and basically you'll be hunted in that area more frequently. So let's get a little bit more of the scouts. Let's get a few more, so we're sure that we can find the leather merchant. Okay, let's try and get back on the map. Is there like an indicator? Is there an indicator that we have to pursue in Yura? There isn't. So let's try and scout the objective here. Yeah, here is fine. Let's try and use it. There we go. As you can see, we scouted the objective, but there is a red circle showing that Yasuhira spies are actually, they found out that we're looking for that specific objective, and so in that area they are more frequent to ambush us, basically. Yes. Then we're gonna do that boss fight that we uploaded. So let's try and go to the objective and see. See, now it says Yasuhira was able to track our scouts, and so you really cannot trust anybody. You can use Eagle Vision, because that should help you a little bit more detecting if there are any spies around you, or you can just go and fly in, and sometimes like anybody could be a spy, really. Is that a guard? Yes. Okay. Yeah. No, this is not in the main game. This is a new addition with Claws of Awaji. See? Those were just NPCs, and one of them is one of the spies. And this is one of Yasuhira's spies, and you have to fight them. You're not gonna get any reward. Maybe you're gonna get some loot. But the thing is, the guards are also on Kimura Yukari's side. So basically, if you're triggering a fight with a spy, you are the one that triggered that, basically, in the eyes of the guards. So you're gonna also have to fight them. And if you cause a ruckus, one of the captains of Tomaji is actually going to pursue you. So it's actually a world where the mechanics are holding them together, and this, like, gameplay-wise, is super cool, because it was one of the spies that triggered all of this. But if you're hunting the guards, look at that. One of the captains of Tomaji, which is one of the other, one of the three main targets, is actually going to look for you. So, so Sary, it's getting complicated, and the captain is here now. So you can decide to kill him in order to not have to fight him in the final fight with Tomaji, which we're not gonna have today, probably. Sary said in Italian, I believe there's too many of them. It's probably so, yes. Careful. You can also use the abilities, but it's quite tough. I can definitely see that it's quite tough. And as you can see, they are proper bosses, or like mini bosses. So imagine fighting 10 of these almost at the same time, and then the main boss comes after you while you're fighting all of them. And they're also, some of them also have ranged weapons. They are different combat and fight style. So it's really interesting. So yes, if you want, you can keep on with the fight, or you can also flee, and we can just get to the final. I wanted to see Sary facing the stealth fight, the stealth boss fight. You can also use the other ability. Oh, there you go. Man, you also destroyed the door. Come on, Sary. Look at him. You're damaging him properly. Come on. You can use the other abilities. There you go. Ground attack. Come on, Sary. Come on, Sary. While everybody is throwing stuff at you. Come on, Sary. There we go. We're there. Oh, yes. Yes. This one cannot help you, Tomeji. Which means is 1 down, 9 to go. And it also provides different items. So that is a different headband compared to the one that you're wearing right now. You can also just go and flee if it's too much, or if you don't want to engage. Or we can actually directly load the state before we wrap up the stream. Back for a few minutes. Shift changer hasn't arrived yet. Oh, nice. So, are we trying to do the stealth boss fight?
No, not
all right. Yeah. So let's go in. Let's go and load the save file number 18. You're into the fight too much. Man, you said they were too many, but you're actually enjoying this. Oof. That was close. A new way to encourage stealthier. My boyfriend loves fighting many enemies or OP ones. I definitely see him enjoying. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the DLC, but also the main game. But the DLC has something for every kind of player. Like I said, gameplay wise, it's good. See, there's another spy hunting you now. But you dispatched them. Look, Sary is getting the hang. Almost. Nice. Feels like many more guards are coming, so there you go. So yes, even the bosses are differentiated. Like there's like the stealth boss who is like Novaki. There's the combat boss that is Tomeji and his captains, and then there's the master spy Yasuhira, and you're not actually going to fight him, but it's more like going to be like a battle of wits in a way, which is also interesting. I guess it's going to be more interesting if you're playing not in canon mode, because in canon mode the choices are made for you. So I guess that Yasuhira would be more interesting to fight and to combat. Are you sure you want to continue?
No.
Let's just go in the menu
Okay.
and load. So let's load file 18. So we're gonna wrap up with this. So go down. There we go. So Nowaki, who is one of the main targets that we're gonna pursue, is called the Ambusher, and basically we have tracked her down in the forest. We're gonna have to talk to her for a little bit, and then follow her. So try and see if she should be right there. She often goes to the Sanomiya shrine, so you are already at Sanomiya, I think. There. You are already at Sanomiya. There you go. So I think you should just look around with L2 and find where she is. She should be there. There you go. So we trigger a cutscene that we can also just skip so that we don't spoil. Look around. There we go. So we know through previous quests that Nowaki gets to the shrine every day. So at some point, Nowaki will get to the shrine. You have to tap after she gets there, probably. There's a lot of the cutscenes cannot be skipped, so you will have to tap with the dialogues. So we're not gonna spoil what happens. But basically, she says, "Not here. We're gonna have our fight, but not here." And so you have to follow her in the woods. And if you hold L2, you're gonna focus on Nowaki's voice, basically. So the blue surrounding, effect surrounding the screen, basically shows where Nowaki's voice is coming from. You should go straight. And there. Okay. And there we go. Oh, get everything. Refill the rations and everything. You will need that. Okay. And so we're starting. There we go. She's gonna shoot you, so try and roll. Just in case. Because she's an ambusher after all. There we go. Nice. Okay. So this is like a proper stealth playground. Like, it's ambusher versus ambusher, because you are also like a stealth shinobi, right? And you have to find her in this environment. But in this environment, Nowaki has placed several decoys that look exactly like her. So you will have to follow her voice when she talks. And be very careful, because there are tripwires on the ground. So you will have to go where the voice is coming from. Careful about the tripwires. You can disarm them on the sides. So careful. Some of them you can actually, maybe it's on the other side, or you can basically also avoid them. There you go, on the left side. You can disarm them. And see, there are a lot of tripwires. So when you are following Nowaki, so let's see how Sary is actually going to tackle this. Because you really are... I was counting on that ice cream because it's really hot in there. No ice cream. So, it seems like she's right there. But as you get closer, you're gonna find decoys. Like, right, it could be the one in front of us. There's also a tripwire. Is she right there? Maybe, maybe not. And you will have to get close to her, at least at the start. You also have to find where the disarm prompt is, so be very careful. Careful, there's another one here. So, where is she? And when you're getting closer, she's also going to see you. Because it's also like, you see her, and which one is it now? Like, is it that one? Is it the one at the top? Seems like it's the one at the top. And you should try and go to get behind her so that she doesn't see you and attack you. So it's really, really tense as a situation. Careful. And when you choose, she's gonna disappear. So you really, really have to make sure that it's the actual target and not a decoy. Because if you hit the decoy, you're gonna get poisoned and she's gonna attack you, etc., etc. So even here it's like shinobi against shinobi, which is really nice. Like, instead of having the usual samurai against samurai, this is more like a battle of stealth with all the tripwires all around you. So I really enjoyed this. Like, this was my favorite boss fight. And she should be behind that wall, or maybe even after. So You have to get close while not being spotted, while avoiding the tripwires. To me, it felt really tense. There's a tripwire in front of you. You can also just go prone underneath it sometimes. Yeah, with square. Or you can try and disarm it. Careful. There we go. So you don't have to disarm them necessarily. Careful when you get back up. There we go. So, where is she? She could be that one. It doesn't feel like that. Bye, Skata. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really, really a clever fight. Thank you so much, Arshak, for joining us. It was so cool to see you again. Careful. Careful, Sary. Careful. Don't go up there. The game will go crazy. I already tried that. Didn't work properly. Oh, there we go. Is it that?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you have to go and then go back. You're much better at me than this.
It doesn't seem so difficult.
Oh, it was to me. Maybe my perception wasn't as good as yours. I think you can climb the rocks up here, which I didn't do. She might see you. Careful. There we go. Yeah, I think you can go. Not there, she says.
Fuck.
Ah! You were surprised by that.
I was.
That was a reflex, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's so cool. It's so cool because you know it wasn't that one,
Yeah.
but it's the instinct of having an enemy in front of you. And now she's gone.
Oh, okay.
So you have to start all over again. So you can wait, see what's the main direction. She's gonna be far from you at the start, so you can also move, but careful, don't be too fast because there are tripwires. Really, I love this. This was so good. So which one is it? You have to go? No? Okay. So let's see if Sary can actually do this properly. What's happening? You're waiting for her to talk. So it's, yeah, in that direction. Careful, because there's a lot of decoys all around. This is one, but I don't think it's her. Yeah, it's on the left. There you go. So careful. It could be that one. Could walk around. What is Sary? You're studying her? Yeah, feels like it's her. But I wouldn't go front, like, because she might attack you. You can also go prone in the water. And she's not gonna see you if you go prone in the water. But is it her, though? You should see Sary's face. She's so focused. Oh, yeah, she saw you. It's okay. Should I try it? Okay. Sary's mad, or it's fine, it's fine.
You can hear them.
Yeah, okay, let me try and hear her. Okay, let's see if I can... Okay. Where is she? Where is she? Oh, that way. We can also go prone in the water so that we can not be spotted. And remember, if you're moving, like, you need to... Where is she? Is she here? Where is she? I can't see her. Like, if you stand still, she's gonna use that so that she can breathe without being spotted, which is quite nice. I can find her. Where is she? Oh, there we go. This way. Okay. She's not gonna see us, for now at least. Now she's gonna see me. Okay. No! Alright. Where is she? Oh, she's back there. Okay. Oh, that's where she is. Okay. So maybe we can... Is it there? Yeah. Okay. So maybe we can go this way and try and surprise her. Oh, there's a tripwire. Right. Can we make it? Can we make it? Ah! Damn. Yeah, good. That shouldn't have happened. Get her! Ah! Yeah, that's what I shouldn't have done. Yeah. She punishes you if you get unstealthy like I did. Let's see if we can get back to her. I was so close! Is it this one already? No. It's not her. She would have seen me. Where? Is it here? Oh, which one? Ah, no. It's that direction. So none of this. Oh, this one? Oh, I can't see who it is. Is it? No, it's up here. So it's that one. Okay. Let's see if we can get to this one at the very least. I hope it is her. There we go. Yes. So oh, now we can range hit her. Okay. Where is she? Where is she? Almost. Camila, we're gonna get her. Oh, but I'm not hidden. Where is she? Is it this way? No. What? Okay. I didn't even see the tripwire. Sary was much better than me at this. Oh, this way? Okay. Let's go. Let's go and get her. Oof. Where do I disarm her? Okay. Which one? Come on. Show yourself. No. No. There we go. There she is. Okay. So it's that. I never tried to use ranged on her. Let's see if it works. Is it her? Should be her. Okay. Woof! Oh, that was close. Can I go range on her? Yes, I can. Okay. Nice. Alright. I think we're missing 2 hits. Oof. So many tripwires, oh my god. Where is... Which way? Oh, that way. Okay. Oh, is it that one? Okay. Feels like it's that one. Ooh. That was so close. I definitely believe it's her. Yes. Goodbye. Final one. Oh, the music is picking up. Aha. Yeah, it feels like the final one, the final hit is always at the top of the tower. So let's see if I can botch this one too. How can she see me from the top of the tower? Whoa! That was close. How do you get up? This way? Yes. And here we are. There we go. Yeah. And this is one of the examples. This is Nowaki is the character that we just eliminated. And this document shows here are the hints towards a weapon. I only just now realized I can't hear the game because it... Oh no. Damn, you can't hear the game? Oh my. Ouch. Okay. This is weird. Okay. Anyway, yes, you can in the game you can actually hear her voice and everything. So she actually taunts you, and when she talks, you can hear her, and then you can actually get to her and assassinate her. So yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys about the DLC. I think it's worth playing. I'm not sure if it's worth $25. Gameplay wise, the bow weapon is so cool. It is worth the addition to our arsenal. The world in Awaji is really nice. There are some environments that are really nice. Parkour wise, it's so good. So good. It's better than in the main game, especially with the new additions. Story wise, it's but if you have played the main game, I still suggest you play this one so you can actually wrap up the main story about Naoe, Tsuyu, the assassins, and the regalia. So yeah, I definitely suggest you to try this, even though to me it still feels like the assassins and templars topics have been treated a little superficially. And also Hattori Hanzo, who is this legendary shinobi, and within Shadows, he is the one that, because of unrequited love by Tsuyu, he gets revenge by actually sending the Templars and the Shinbaku against the assassins. And so he has like a really troubled relationship with Tsuyu, and he avoids Tsuyu at every step of the DLC, so they never resolve their issues. So it's like he tried to stay away from Tsuyu all the time. So I really wanted to see that solved, but that never happened. Anyway, somebody posted about the leaks for Black Flag on Discord, and according to that, it's not no modern day at all. Oh, that sucks. I hope it's not the case, but we'll see. There's still some time. I mean, current modern day is basically files. They could write some text and post that on the Animus Hub really easily. If the game is actually poised for March 2026, then there's still all the time you need to write some modern day files, to be honest. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us in this stream. I hope I was able to convey a little bit of my opinions on the DLC. Like, gameplay wise, it's really nice. So I suggest you, if you get the chance to play it, even if when it gets discounted, there's no rush unless you really want to see how the story about the regalia ends. But there's no there is a okay payoff, but nothing that you don't expect anything about the East to the Pieces of Eden, nothing like that. So at least set your expectation properly. And yes, that's it. enjoy the remainder of the day and the week. I don't think I'm gonna have an analysis, or at least not real soon, about Now's story necessarily. I'm gonna probably go on with the modern day analysis that I'm so behind on. So I'm gonna work on those and see where we move from there. Because I don't think that necessarily the post-launch for Shadows is over. Maybe the story might be. There might be some story drops here and there. I wonder. Because with this, I think year 1 is almost over, or it's over. So we'll see what happens after this for Shadows. So yes, thank you guys so much for joining us. I'll see you very soon. Keep your eyes on the channel. Love you all. I'll see you very soon.